In this video we're going to look at how to convert the GSA22WD, which is our dual wall mount monitor arm, into a desk clamp based monitor arm using the GSA22DD base set that includes a desk clamp and a screw pack. So that's the screw pack, that's the cable holder. This is the clamp. And the parts to fit the clamp as well. It's just a soft foam EV pad. From the wall mount box, you have the instructions. You won't need this part here, which is to connect for the wall mounts. And the screw pack will also be redundant. So that will just leave us with two arms, which we're going to convert and attach to the base. So in the end, these are all of the components that we'll need. Yeah. So we've unpacked all of the parts. Just one part to mention, we won't need this, as this is used to bolt from under the desk. If you don't want it to be placed at the back of the desk, you can drill a hole and use this plate to bolt it through instead, but we'll pop this to one side. So now we'll need to remove the caps from both arms. Using the small Allen key provided in the fitting pack. The middle sized one. And there's a nut or bolt underneath. It's fairly loose. So there'll be a bolt and a small silver washer. We'll need these two parts. Then this bottom part will come off. We'll also need the plastic collar insert. So what you'll need to do is now pop this through the base. From underneath, you'll need to pop in the collar. Just pushes in. Then we're going to take the washer with the dimples facing down, and you'll see there's a notch here where the two dimples will sit in. So you'll just pop it in, just make sure that the dimples go into that slot and then it won't turn. Just take your bolts, tighten it, but not too much. Just give it a quarter turn, you'll feel it go solid. And that is the arm now connected. We're going to do the same for the second arm, and we'll be back in a moment.
Okay.
So we now have both arms connected. We now need to assemble the base. So you're going to need this part here. We'll just go in here. And you'll see in the screw pack there are 5 of these countersunk screws. You'll only need 3. They're all exactly the same size. We'll just fasten the 3 screws in here. Once the base has been connected, you can go ahead and add the foam pad underneath. Once you have the foam pad on, we just need to add the last part of the clamp. Now you can either position it in the 2 bottom holes or the 2 top holes, dependent on how thick your work table is or surface that you want to clamp it to. Normally the top and the middle position is sufficient for most people. So again, you can see it's countersunk. I'm going to take the last 2 countersunk screws. That is the converted unit. And it's now ready to be clamped to your surface. So you'll just adjust the hand wheel slide it over the desk. Now what you should be left with is the plate that we talked about. This holder simply goes onto the back of the clamp. Simply just clips on. And then you can run your cables through the cable holders and down the back. Now from the wall mount, we have the 2 parts that we removed and the caps. We have the plate that I mentioned earlier from the screw pack. Now this is used with this part here, this bolt and the wing nut, and that allows you to put a hole through the surface and clamp it. So this part would be removed and you'd use these instead. So these are redundant. These parts are used to attach your monitor to the actual VESA plate, and you've got the spacers. Now they're quick turn or thumb turn bolts, or you've got the traditional type And then if we just go back, that was the screw pack from the wall mount box and the plate to go on the wall. Those are all redundant, and that's it.